Right.
Okay, so last question, brief explanation of what you have done in the week. On Monday, we on our first session with Leanne, she pretty much introduced us to Shakespeare and what Shakespeare is as a writer, what characteristics he has in his way of writing, and we also did a very tiring workout, so that she told us to keep our bodies healthy and ready for what an actor really has to go through, the scenes and all this stuff. And what else? She also gave us some monologues about characters in the Shakespeare plays that, based on her opinion, it suited us more. So that we can see them, we can go through them and introduce ourselves into the Shakespeare world, about how he writes and how his way of writing is, because it's really different from the general English, and we all pretty much are newbies by that, because it's really difficult to understand what he writes. And also with Tom, he explained to us about how the next few weeks will go through by studying Stanislavski and his book, An Actor Prepares, and going through the modules of his book. And we started out first with the action of the scene, and how we should first look out what we have to do as our moves, and just a general action inside the scene, and forget about the emotion and all the other stuff that go into the work that we have to do as performers. And we also did. He also compared about how a scene is created with more emotion or with just the action during our lesson. We also did a couple of games so that we could practice at how focused we are on the game, so that we won't lose track on who is playing, and also on our memory skills based on the new rules that we put up in the game. So that's Monday.
On Tuesday, we was with Hayley, and we was asked to walk around, and we would shout like different like objects, animals, like anything. We'd have to like try and remake it, and it was kind of like a thing to be able to like just be able to be ourselves and like kind of release like the inner child we have in a way. So we was all just being like silly in front of each other, but also being able to remake the animal in a good way, so like showing our acting skills. We also was asked to sit in the audience, and 3 individuals got up and asked to make a scene. So the peers would like give them a setting, theme, and then we would have to just go with it and see like what it was like. That was like really good and funny. A lot of comedy was involved, so yeah, that was good. And then in Carly's lesson, that was it, sorry. In Carly's lesson, we also just continued on our WordPress. She did a lot of like one-to-one, introducing like tutorial and stuff, and like seeing how we're doing over a few weeks, and like just explaining the basics really, not much.
On Thursday's lesson, we had Leanne, and before we got started on our lesson, we did a little exercise. It was called, it's on my head, I literally just had it in my head. Basically, you go around in a circle. You go, oi, and the
The
next person.
EastEnders game, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that was it. It was the EastEnders game. So you go oi, and the next person has to go oi, and they can switch directions by saying oi as well. But they'll just keep going around in a circle. And if you say, get out my pub, you can point at someone opposite you. You can either take it and just say oi, or you can say, you're not my mum, and then it all goes back to the person. That game was good because it really like tested our concentration, and it was just fun in general, to be honest. And we had to go quicker, so like there was no hesitation to it. Like if there was hesitation, then you're out. So that game was good, or exercise was good. After that, Leanne gave us some scripts to learn, and she gave us a script. She also put us into partners. So I was with a partner, and the script was long, 2 pages. My first reaction towards, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to learn a script in a day. But I found it good as well at the same time, because it was like, that's what actors do. Like some actors, they have to learn the script in 10, 20 minutes. So it's just giving us like a taste of like great actors, that's how they do it. And one thing I can say though